Hello everybody and welcome back to Granted Gardens. Today it's kind of cool outside and a little overcast, so we've been outside just going through the gardens and getting some other stuff planted that was on the to-do list. And one thing that I noticed was our rhubarb plant. So we planted him last year or the year before, and last year he really did not get too big, but this year, this spring, he has come up and has been moving and shaking like crazy. But what we did notice was that he's actually starting to bolt. So I did some homework on what this means for a rhubarb plant and whether we should let it go or not. The overall consensus is that, especially because it's still early spring, if you let the rhubarb bolt and you let it go to seed, it doesn't damage the plant, which was my first concern. I didn't want it to kill off my plant. That's not the case. It will not damage your plant, but it will put all of its energy into producing seeds and into bolting, so you won't get as much growth out of the rest of you would actually use to eat. With this being, it's really like its first year of production for us, we have yet to pick from this. I think I'm going to go ahead and follow with what I've learned and cut off this the bolt here and keep it from going to seed, just because I'd really like to be able to pick from this and use it this year. So I'll show you the proper way to remove your seeds from a bolting rhubarb plant. So here's a close-up view of what our rhubarb looks like. We've got some really large leaves here. This is where the seeds are starting, so you can see that they're starting to change colors. It looks a little bit like broccoli. And it's got this really thick stalk that comes up from the bottom. So I would say just about a week ago, you couldn't really see the seeds yet. It was just a little ball that was down further here. This shot right up, and it is a very thick stalk. So the best way to remove this is you want to get a clean, sharp knife, and you're going to remove this stalk from as far down to the base as you can possibly get. So to remove this today, I'm actually going to use my Hori knife that I got for Christmas from one of our Christmas swaps that we did with a gardening page that we follow, Roots and Refuge Farm. So I actually received this as a Christmas gift from another person that participated in the swap. So I'm gonna give this guy a shot. What's really nice about the Hori knife is there's a million different things that you can do with this. Obviously you can see the measurements here in the center, so it's great for you to know exactly if you're planting seeds or if you're digging down to know just how far you're going. It's kind of curved, as you can tell, so you can use it as a shovel. And then right along here on this edge is perforated edge. It's really sharp, so you can also use it as a knife. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to cut off our bolt from our rhubarb. So we're going to get down as close as we can to the base of the plant, and I made sure that my knife is nice and clean, and we're going to just try and do a nice clean cut. Perfect, thank you. Alrighty, so as you can see here, this is what I cut off. Yes, unfortunately I had to take a couple leaves with me. But you do want to make sure that you get that entire shoot that went to seed off. So this is the size that I cut off. I am kind of hoping that it will possibly bolt again in the fall. I would like to collect seeds from this because I think it would be really cool to plant some rhubarb back in the woods behind me here. But hopefully we'll get another chance. For now, I'm just interested in letting the leaves of the rhubarb grow as much and as big as possible because I want to be able to eat them. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon.